5 to 10 habits that we can actually do to be able to help us get to where we want to be at, right? So what are those 5 habits? Those 5 habits can be waking up early. That's 5 o'clock to you. If that's 6 o'clock for you. If that's 4 o'clock for you. Find your early morning. Is that journaling? Is that going to exercise? That is studying something that you want to learn. That is learning something new. What are those 5 habits that is really going to catapult you into a different place where you should? Are your habits reflecting where you're going? In these times, we have to have habits that is going to get us to a place where our mindset is good, where our peace, let's just say that, peace itself is good, where it's not toxic, where it's not anything that is negative. Because what happened is, what I've noticed is an experience is your habits will reflect where you are and where you're going. So if you are a person who likes to watch TV so much or don't really do anything productive for yourself, but you complain, or you point the finger at somebody else, one thing I notice is it how to say it? It's more of like you are in a state that I'm going to complain and point the finger rather than pointing it back at myself, you know? You can't say that somebody else got you to where you are today because of what they did to you, and you didn't do anything to yourself to get you out of where you are today. Now, if you know that the habits today that you are reflecting is not helping you get to where you want to be at, or get to the next step in your life, or the phase, or the chapter in your life, then one thing that we must all do is develop 5 to 10 points, or even, I wouldn't say points, I would say 5 to 10 habits that we can actually do to be able to help us get to where we want to be at, right? So what are those 5 habits? Those 5 habits can be waking up early. That's 5 o'clock to you. If that's 6 o'clock for you. If that's 4 o'clock for you. Find your early morning. Is that journaling? Is that going to exercise? That is studying something that you want to learn. That is learning something new. What are those 5 habits that is really going to catapult you into a different place where you should be? I know that I want to come here and give information that is like uplifting and charges you up, but I want to make sure that you get the point behind it. It is more of not just giving information to charge you up. It is more of saying, I really want you to get it, and I want you to be the best you that you can be. But sometimes what I've noticed is that, and I have been a victim of this too, which is I get in my own way. You get in your own way, but there's sometimes that you have to. Now, before I even go any further, that is a habit of getting in your own way, because that is either a bad or a negative habit. Both of them are, still negative, bad or negative. But one thing I want you to know is, one thing I want us to know in this time right now is, where are you going, and what habits are you displaying when you're with people, when you're by yourself, when you are out and about in public, and you're in the community of a group of people? What habits are you displaying? Are you displaying a person who wants to help, or are you displaying a person who is taking from everybody, not really giving anything to the group? If you're that kind of person, identify that. And then when you feel like, what setting is that? Find that habit that leads to it. Is it just the people who you are not familiar with that you begin to take from? Or is it people who you are, who has a different status of learning than you do? What is it? Define it. But one thing I want you to do is identify your habits. Are they good habits or are they bad habits? Are these habits reflecting who you are? If they're not, then understand, how can you go about developing yourself into the person that you truly want to become? That's all this is about. Is that if you are a student and you're going to school and you're getting C's, or if you're getting D's and C's, whatever it is, if you're getting a C and a D, what habits can you do to actually get you to the next step, which is a B or an A, or an A or a B? What are your classes that you're struggling? Can you do tutoring? Can you stay after class? Can you stay after school? What can you do? What habits can you develop right now to help you get to that next stage? As you're a parent, how can you become a better parent? How can you become a parent that is more active in your child's life? How can you become a parent that is more of a good listener, instead of just wanting your kid to listen to you and do what you say? We all get into those points. As a parent, you want to make sure that your kid is, I got the plan for you. I got the blueprint. I already been through this. I already been through the things that you haven't experienced yet. So let me help you get to where you need to be. Or to avoid these situations, avoid these habits, avoid these things. What is it? Identify it. One thing I want you to know is that greatness is built daily. So go out and build your greatness by being present. My name is William Jackson from New Steps Foundation. I just wanted to come today and give you a message about habits. Identify those habits. Be you and be great. Let's go.